2014, during one of the most intense phases of the conflict, a young reconnaissance soldier named Elias Markov found himself trapped behind enemy lines, completely alone. What happened next became one of the most unbelievable survival stories ever recorded. Elias was part of a 4-man patrol unit scanning a remote forest sector. The patrol was supposed to be routine, quiet, uneventful. But then, the silence broke. A sudden explosion shook the ground, and gunfire erupted from 3 sides. Over radio, Elias heard his team leader shouting, "Contact front, take cover." The unit dove into nearby trenches, returning fire. But within seconds, Elias was separated from the others. Smoke and debris filled the air. His radio crackled. "Elias, fall back north. North, move." But the signal cut out. Elias sprinted deeper into the forest, taking cover behind collapsed trees as bullets snapped past him. When the firing stopped, he tried reaching his team. Nothing. Only static. He whispered to himself, "Stay calm, think. You trained for this." With no map, no radio, low water, and enemy patrols closing in, he began moving at night, hiding during the day. On the second night, he heard distant voices. Enemy soldiers were searching the forest. One of them shouted, "Check every meter. He can't be far." Elias pressed his body against the earth.
"Here are the signs. Come on, guys!"
He knew he had to stay moving, slowly, silently. He collected rainwater using pieces of broken plastic he found near an abandoned campsite. For food, he chewed tree bark and wild berries, praying they weren't poisonous. On day 3, he encountered a small enemy checkpoint. 2 soldiers stood guard. Elias hid in bushes, watching them. One guard said, "Command wants him alive. They think he has intel." The other replied, "A lone scout. He won't last another day." They were wrong. Elias waited until nightfall, then crawled through a drainage ditch beneath the road, coated in mud to mask his scent from dogs. On day 4, exhaustion nearly killed him. His legs trembled. Every sound felt like a threat. Then, in the distance, he heard the terrifying rumble of an armored vehicle. He slid behind a tree as a full enemy squad moved past. A soldier pointed toward the woods, saying, "Tracks, fresh ones. He's somewhere here." Elias closed his eyes. If they looked to meters left, he was dead. But the squad kept walking. That night, he climbed a ridge, hoping to find high ground to orient himself. Instead, he found something else, an abandoned enemy outpost with a half-destroyed radio tower. Elias searched the ruins and discovered a small field radio buried under rubble. He cleaned the dust, rewired loose cables, and connected a broken battery pack, static. Then, a voice. He tapped the transmitter and whispered into it.
"This is Scout Markov. Is anyone receiving?"
And this is Scout Markov, behind enemy lines, requesting extraction. Finally, a faint reply. "Markov, confirm identity." He gave his unit code, his mission number, and his authentication phrase. "Copy that. Hold position. Extraction in 18 hours. Elias almost cried. 18 hours felt impossible. Enemy patrols were increasing. Dogs searched the area. Drones circled overhead. Elias held his knife tight, whispering, "Just one more night. Don't fall asleep." But then he heard footsteps. Multiple enemy soldiers reached the outpost ruins. One shouted,
"Move up! Signal confirmed!"
Spread out. Elias crawled beneath broken concrete, covering himself with debris. A soldier stepped directly above him. Dust fell onto Elias's face. He didn't breathe for 30 seconds. Just before dawn, a faint hum filled the sky. A rescue helicopter approached low, using terrain masking to avoid detection. The extraction team whispered through the radio,
"Markov, signal with your flare."
To seconds only, Elias raised the flare, ignited it briefly, then immediately dropped it. The helicopter swooped in. Enemy troops shouted behind him as he sprinted toward the landing zone. Someone yelled, "Stop him!" Elias leaped onto the ramp as bullets struck the dirt around him. Inside the helicopter, the medic grabbed his shoulder, saying,
"You're safe now. We've got you."
After 7 days behind enemy lines, Elias Markov returned home alive. Doctors said his survival was nothing short of a miracle.
His survival was nothing short of a miracle.
A combination of training, instinct, and pure willpower. And his story became legend.